Welcome back to Still Hours. I am Oral, and I am glad you are here. There is nothing to do now, nothing to solve. Tonight, we will move slowly through 5 old Stoic ideas, quiet ones, meant to be carried into sleep rather than studied. We will meet the discipline of assent, learn why virtue is the only good, hear from Seneca's letters to Lucilius, understand role ethics, and feel the presence of the Logos. So loosen your shoulders, let the day be finished, and let us begin, gently. Chapter 1. The Discipline of Assent. There was once a traveler on a dark road who heard a sound behind him. His heart quickened. A robber, he thought, a wild animal, his mind filled with danger. But then he stopped. He turned. It was only the wind moving through the trees, and a branch falling. Nothing was chasing him. The fear had come not from what was real, but from what he had believed to be real. This is the first discipline the Stoics knew well, the discipline of assent. What this means, friend, is this. Events come to you. Things happen. Someone speaks a harsh word. Your work is criticized. You receive bad news. These are real. But your mind must pause before it agrees with what these events mean. Before it says, yes, I believe this is a disaster. Before it says, yes, I believe this is unbearable. You are not asked to pretend the difficulty is not there. You are asked only to notice something tender and true, that between the event and your suffering stands one small space. A space where you decide what to believe. A space where you choose your assent. When you give your assent thoughtlessly, the event owns you. Your mind becomes enslaved to every whisper and every shadow. But when you pause, when you wait, when you look at what happened and ask quietly, is this truly what I believe it to be? Then something shifts. You become free. Not free from difficulty, free to meet it with your own mind intact. The Stoics believed that this was the most foundational discipline, the one from which all others grow. It is said that Epictetus, the great teacher, was once beaten by a master, and even in his pain, he maintained his assent. He did not agree that he had been harmed. His body suffered, yes, but his mind remained his own. This is not cruelty to yourself. This is the deepest form of respect, for it honors something in you that no circumstance can touch. Chapter 2. Virtue is the only good. Picture a merchant in a great city, wealthy beyond measure. He has houses and servants, fine foods and silks. Yet he wakes each night with a troubled heart. His wealth did not make him wise. His houses did not make him just. His servants did not make him brave. Across the city lives a poor scholar, living simply, with almost nothing. Yet he sleeps well. His mind is quiet. He has spent his days learning, helping others, and becoming more patient and true. The Stoics would have said this scholar possesses something the merchant does not. He possesses the only real good, and that good is virtue. This may seem strange to modern ears. We are taught that health is good, money is good, reputation is good, comfort is good. The Stoics do not deny these things exist. They are called preferred indifference, but they are not the good. They do not make a life meaningful. They do not make a person worthy. Virtue, they said, is the only true good. Virtue means excellence of character. It means becoming wise, courageous, just, and temperate. These 4 virtues were the anchors. Wisdom means seeing clearly, understanding deeply, knowing what is truly in your power and what is not. Courage means facing difficulty without crumbling. Justice means treating all people fairly, keeping your word, doing your duty. Temperance means mastering your appetites, wanting what is healthy and true, not what merely feels pleasant. When you chase virtue, something remarkable happens. You stop being tormented by things you cannot control. You stop begging the world to give you happiness. Instead, you become the author of your own worth. You can lose money and still be rich in character. You can lose reputation and still be dignified. You can lose health and still be at peace. Because the good you pursue lies entirely within you. It cannot be stolen. It cannot fade. It cannot be given to you by circumstance. It can only be built by your own choices, day by day, through practice and gentleness with yourself. Chapter 3. Seneca's Letters to Lucilius. Imagine a young man named Lucilius receiving a letter from an older friend. The letter is not long. It does not lecture or demand. It simply shares one small thought, gently, as if the writer were sitting beside him in the quiet evening. This is how the Roman Seneca wrote to his young friend. Over many years he sent letters, dozens of them, each one a small gift of wisdom meant to help Lucilius become calmer, wiser, more at peace. We have these letters still. They are among the most tender teachings in all of Stoicism. In them, Seneca does not pretend to be perfect. He admits his struggles. He confesses moments when his anger flared, when he wanted more than he needed, when he forgot his own teachings. And this honesty is what makes the letters live. He writes, for instance, about the day he felt angry at a slave. The slave was slow. Seneca's frustration rose. But then he paused. He asked himself, "Am I any different? Do I not sometimes move slowly through my tasks? Do I not sometimes fail?" This recognition softened him. It made him merciful. Seneca teaches that philosophy is not meant to be read in books and then set aside. It must be lived. It must be felt. Each day you should spend time in reflection. Ask yourself, where did I act with virtue today? Where did I stumble? Not to punish yourself, but to notice, to learn gently, to become slowly more yourself. He also teaches about friendship, about the quiet companionship of one person walking alongside another, sharing thoughts. He teaches about the value of solitude, of time alone to think and to settle your mind. He teaches that progress is very slow, that you will never be fully wise, but that this is no reason to stop trying, that the trying itself is the point, that showing up each day, even imperfectly, is what makes a life meaningful. Reading Seneca now, centuries later, is like receiving a letter from someone who deeply understands your struggle and wants only for you to be at peace. Chapter 4. Role Ethics. You are many people in one day. You are a child to your parents or a parent to your children. You are a colleague, a friend, a stranger. Perhaps you are a teacher, a helper, a listener. The Stoics understood this. They knew that life is not one single role. It is many roles woven together. And in each role, you have duties that are yours alone. This is role ethics. Imagine a musician in an orchestra. He is not meant to play the flute if he is a drummer. He is not meant to try to direct the whole orchestra if he is meant to keep the rhythm. His job is to know his part and to play it excellently. If he does this, the whole orchestra benefits. If he does this, his own contribution is clear and true. Now imagine your life. You have a role as yourself, here in this moment. Perhaps your role is to work. Perhaps your role is to care for someone. Perhaps your role is to learn, or to help, or to simply be present. The Stoics taught that you should know your role and fulfill it, not begrudgingly, not while wishing you were someone else, but fully and with pride. Marcus Aurelius was an emperor. His role was difficult and vast. Yet he wrote, "I must not think that I am something I am not. I must play my role excellently, but I must not mistake the role for myself." This is important. Your role is not your identity. You are not your job. You are not your failures or your successes. You are the one who plays the role, and you can play it with integrity, even when it is hard. When you understand role ethics, something releases. You stop trying to be someone else. You stop resenting your duties. Instead, you see them as the place where you practice virtue. When you listen to a friend's trouble, that is your role in that moment. Play it excellently. Be fully present. When you do difficult work, that is your role. Do it with care and honesty. When you rest, that is also your role. Rest fully, without guilt. The Stoics believed that if everyone played their role with integrity, the whole human community would flourish. So your small role matters. Chapter 5. The Logos. There is something vast and intelligent woven through all of existence. The ancient Stoics called it the Logos. It is not a god exactly, though some Stoics used that language. It is more like reason, order, meaning, the organizing principle that makes the universe cohere instead of collapse into chaos. When you look up at the stars, you are seeing the Logos. When you observe how a seed knows to become a tree, how a body knows to heal itself, how societies find ways to organize, you are witnessing the Logos. It is the logic of things. And here is what the Stoics believed, and what I wish to tell you softly as you near sleep. You are not separate from this. The same reason that orders the stars also orders your mind. You carry within you a spark of the Logos. This is why you can think. This is why you can love. This is why you can choose to act rightly, even when no one would know. You are literally made of the same substance as the cosmos, belonging to something infinitely larger than yourself. When you feel small or lonely, remember this. You are a part of something, not in a way that diminishes you, but in a way that elevates you. When you act with virtue, you are in harmony with the Logos. When you act with greed or cruelty, you are acting against it, and you will feel the dissonance. This is why virtue feels like coming home, not because someone told you to be good, but because when you are good, you are aligning yourself with the deepest nature of reality. The Logos is always there, in your breath, in your thoughts, in the way your heart continues to beat even while you sleep. You are held by it. The Stoics found great peace in this, not because the world became easier, but because they understood they were never truly alone. They were always already part of something whole. That is enough thinking for one night. 5 small ideas, none of them needing to be solved before morning. Let them settle on their own. You did nothing wrong today that rest cannot soften. The discipline of assent teaches you that your mind is your own. Virtue is the only good, reminds you where real worth lives. Seneca's letters to Lucilius show you that wisdom is quiet and shared gently. Role ethics help you see that your small duty matters, and the Logos whispers that you are held by something larger and kinder than you might have believed. Breathe out and let the quiet have you. Sleep well. This is Oral, staying with you a while longer.